Hello, and welcome back to 1991 Review. At the end of the last episode, the war between the righteous and demonic factions had erupted fiercely. Hanli, our protagonist, had been waiting for this opportunity for a long time. While the cultivators were locked in a fierce battle, he sensed that the time was right. Without a moment's hesitation, he immediately headed straight into the spiritual eye tree. At the same time, outside the barrier, cultivators from both sides were engaged in an intense life-or-death battle. During the fight, Song Yu continuously tried to persuade the white cultivator to turn back. Unfortunately, the old man had gone too far. Even though he still had some feelings after so many years of infiltrating the righteous path, things had reached a point where there was no turning back. In another area, the duel between the fire dragon and the true monarch was even more dramatic. The golden light from the blue cultivators, thread-transmuting sword chi, constantly clashed with the illusion of a hand created by the true monarch, with deafening explosions echoing intensely. In contrast to the chaos outside, after entering, Hanli saw the spiritual eye tree right before his eyes. Unlike an ordinary tree, it had a peculiar blue-green root system. Swiftly, he fired a sharp green beam, cutting off a small spiritual root. A few drops of milky white spiritual liquid spilled out, emitting a distinct fragrance that instantly revitalized the spirit of anyone who smelled it. Carefully placing the spiritual root into a jade box he had prepared, Hanli prepared to leave. Suddenly, something unexpected happened. He saw a yellow prayer mat and a faintly glowing green jade slip resting on a stone. Using his divine sense to scan it carefully, Hanli realized the jade slip was not protected by any spell. He took it and discovered that it contained cultivation techniques and methods for creating the stable spirit pill and clear spiritual water. After meticulously copying the entire content onto a blank jade slip of his own, he put the old one back in its original place and planned to leave, fearing that the other cultivators might return at any moment. But as soon as he had that thought, a figure entered the secret chamber. Sensing the aura of a late core formation cultivator, the old man Fu had arrived. This sudden appearance left viewers on the edge of their seats. Would Hanli escape in time, or would an unavoidable battle ensue? It's highly likely the producers will have Hanli and cultivator Fu engage in a fight here, though it's also possible that Hanli will have already escaped by the time the old man arrives. Not long after, returning to his quiet room, Hanli found the disciple still unconscious. He knew that no one had noticed his absence, but to be extra cautious, old Devil Han gave Inu a bottle of oblivion pills for everyone to use just to be safe. He then laid down, continuing his act. It wasn't until Song Yu and old man Fu returned and woke everyone up that Hanli woke up, explaining that he'd used an illusion talisman to escape the danger. Fortunately, this plausible explanation dispelled all suspicion from the others, except for some lingering doubts in the hearts of Sun Hua and M.O. Peeling. However, without any evidence, they couldn't say anything more. At this point, with no purifying liquid in the fate of the cultivator responsible for concocting the clear spiritual water unknown, the matter of cleansing the spiritual roots was naturally left unresolved. As a result, cultivator Fu and the leaders of the three sects each hastily compensated the disciples with a magic treasure. And so, the great sword testing assembly ended in chaos and failure. The disciples were ordered to return to their sects. Back at the Falling Cloud sect, Hanli recounted the events to the elders but kept a secret. He later learned about the terrible things that happened. Du Dong and his accomplices had escaped with the purifying liquid. The white cultivator was killed. A nascent soul elder of the Falling Cloud sect was severely injured. And after the effect of the Heaven Fiend sect master's body possession art wore off, the disheveled-haired cultivator Wei was captured by the fire dragon and was never seen again. This news shocked the three sections. Fortunately, the Heavenly Tao Alliance, through its mole within the demonic sects, learned that although the purifying liquid was brought back, either the amount was too small or it was simply ineffective. After being watered, the mystical heavenly immortal vine still withered and showed no signs of revival. This news finally allowed the three sects and everyone in the Heavenly Tao Alliance to breathe a sigh of relief. For this reason, the three factions became more vigilant, and the atmosphere, which had been peaceful for over 100 years, now became tense, as if a conflict could break out at any moment. In another development, after returning to his own cave, Hanli immediately planted the spiritual root from the spiritual eye tree. With the help of the green liquid, a small sapling grew in just a few months. At the same time, he continued to cultivate the great development arc. Thanks to the soul-nurturing pearl, his cultivation proceeded very smoothly. Hanli also took the time to practice alchemy, preparing to concoct pills from the 9-twist spirit ginseng. Time passed, and Hanli lived a reclusive life. He focused solely on cultivation and alchemy. Whenever a fellow disciple came to visit, he would have Inu transform into his appearance to deal with them, avoiding any exposure of a secret. As for M.O. Peeling, she was initially suspicious of Hanli, but after the great sword testing assembly, seeing him live a normal life at the Falling Cloud sect, she eventually treated him like any other chi condensation disciple. From then on, Hanley felt more at ease cultivating at the Falling Cloud sect, silently consolidating his strength. Time quickly passed, and Hanley had been living as a chi condensation disciple at the Falling Cloud sect for over 20 years. The day would form his nascent soul, a major turning point in his cultivation, was finally drawing near. This concludes episode 155 of A Record of a Mortal's Journey to Immortality. What exciting events will the next episodes bring, and how will Han Li's strength change after his breakthrough? Be sure to subscribe to the 1991 Review YouTube channel for more details. Now, goodbye and see you again.